Hi, I'm Robbie Bullough, joined by Manoa Pikula, working on the inside linebackers today. So we've talked to Coach Tidwell, we talked to Wani Unga, now a chance to talk to you. An opportunity this coming season because Brandon Ogletree and Wona Kavenga were both seniors that will be gone, and a huge chance for you and Wani to step up this fall.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity, and what I'm trying to do is just capitalize on that opportunity as much as I can, and just try to do my best to keep that spot. So, yeah.
If you had to break down your own game, what are you like as a player? What are your strengths?
I'd say my strengths is just nose for the ball. I feel like I'm more of a run-stop player. This year, over the past 2 years, I've been working on my coverage. I feel like it's gotten a lot better since the day I first came in. So, and a lot of that's because of Tree. I've watched film on Tree and watched how he coverage, so I owe a lot to him too. So, yeah.
If you had your pick, an interception or forcing a fumble, which would you prefer?
I'd probably get a fumble. I don't get picks. Wani gets picks, so yeah, I'd probably go for the fumble.
Okay. Just wondered which would bring you more satisfaction. What are maybe some things that you learned? You mentioned Brandon specifically, but Brandon and Wona, their leadership as inside linebackers last year, what were you able to learn from them?
Just learn the tempo. When the team was down, they were the guys to kind of lift everybody up, him and, of course, Kyle. But they were never down. They were always setting the tempo on and off the field. Like, you know, if guys were playing around, they'd straighten them up real quick. And I feel like Wani took that and embraced it this year. He's kind of been like a leader of the team right now. I'd say him and Kyle for the defense. And things been rolling, so I feel like we're doing pretty good.
You came from a high school recruiting gold mine at Bingham High School, and that's big for both BYU and Utah. They both go and they'll pick the best guys out of there. So why did you decide BYU was the place for you?
It was just they came to me when I had nothing, you know what I mean? And they believed in me, and then as my season came on, and the other schools were talking to me, and I just remember the guys that came to me when I was nothing, you know? And my family also wanted me to come here, and I also had a couple of my best friends coming in to Bingham, from Bingham, so I wanted to come here because of that. Yeah.
You liked the color blue. You might as well just stick with it, right?
Yeah.
There at Bingham. Were you a BYU fan growing up or anything like that?
Yeah, I was a BYU fan. I wasn't like a diehard. Like my first time going to a game was when I was actually getting recruited. So, but it's an honor to come over here and play. So, yeah.
What has your overall BYU experience been like? Not necessarily just football, but just if you were to encompass your overall BYU experience, how would you describe it?
It's been humbling. These past 2 years, it's been hard for me. Just learning and adapting to all the plays and just the tempo of college football, and I wouldn't have traded for the world. But yeah, I've really grown from these past 2 years. So it's been like a humbling experience, but this year will be good.
BYU has historically been known for the great offenses that it's always had, and last year it just completely flipped, a top 5 defense, and now people associate BYU with great defense. What's it like to be a part of a defense like that you go out there with so much confidence that, I mean, there's several teams, I think 5 of the 12 that you played in the regular season didn't even get a touchdown in a game. I mean, just dominating performance.
I mean, seeing that last year kind of just made me realize where the bar is, and anything under that's not acceptable. So having guys back like Kyle and having Wani like right by me, you know what I mean, it's just going to keep the tempo up, and having guys returning starters like Craig and Danny and them is just like, I just feel like that tempo from last year is just going to continue on this year, and hopefully we can fill in the spots that they're empty from the seniors, and hopefully we can still be just as good.
One of those spots is at nose tackle with Romney Fuga. If there's anybody else on the defense outside of you and Wani, you got to have a great relationship with your nose tackle. What is that like for the inside linebackers and the nose tackle? How do you work together to stop the run?
It's crazy because a lot of our blitzes is right by there, so you got to be really cool. Like, all of us are kind of friends with each other, you know what I mean? So we got each other's backs. And it's kind of funny you said that because nose tackle Tooney is my cousin, so we're pretty close. And Marcus is also doing good. So, yeah, our chemistry is, like, pretty good. Yeah.
So when it comes to your vote for nose tackle, we know you got to keep the family relationships close, right, and get Tooney in there.
Yeah, he's learning. He's doing really good from switching from offense to defense. He's never played it, but he's picking things up really good. And I'm just trying to teach him the plays and what to do. But overall, his mindset's perfect for defense. So.
Have you always played defense? Have you always been a linebacker?
Yeah, I've always been a linebacker. I played fullback in high school, but always a linebacker, yeah.
Your heart was always on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot funner.
All right, it's been fun to watch you this spring. We look forward to seeing you in the fall for the 2013 season.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.